Where to start? A question that has plagued me as long as I've had identity. More of a quest than a question, really. But it's time to stop looking deep inside of me and push this shit out. Because I'm a creator. And since glue sticks and paper, I've been able to take a thought and rip it into existence. Albeit I've lacked persistence. Buckling at resistance, for instance. Not a Red Seal certified chef. Though at 27 I hold 13 years of industry experience to attest. I could be. It's a blessing, right? When opportunity comes your way. For me, that fucker seems to knock every other day. I could sit and share with you the things I've turned away. Too many passions. Pulled in too many directions. Lost in too many distractions. And I can't stop moving. It's been 3 years on the road, not looking to hang my backpack anytime soon. So resistant to grow roots. See, spent a childhood dreaming of running away. So as an adult, I live this way. And the way our culture works never sat well with me. People don't seem to think we could live differently. I mean, use your imagination. We can't even know all the possibilities. Yeah, I've been accused of preaching. Time to embrace that too as part of me. I will speak from the I, but I'll speak to the you. Within that group I call you, I'll be standing there too. From a point of duality, I'll speak of unity. From a point of unity, I'll speak to duality. Are you with me? I'm a paradox juxtaposed on a singularity. I speak from a middle ground, not blinded by polarity. I am a creator, as all were before me. Right back to the origin story, and maybe, if the prime mover of this universe was consciousness, then when the dense point of all matter blew up, so did she. The shards of her soul reside in you and me, as stardust to our bodies. Now, don't panic when I talk about energy. Because, baby, you're sitting right next to me. And don't balk at the gender-specific term I used idly. I use them as necessary. See, in life, we have masculinity and femininity. And whether boy or girl, we're all both. I know well because the goddess is by far my stronger energy. Maybe if I'd grown up a decade later, I would have considered surgery. But I believe in gratitude for what was given to me. A beautiful male body, which I've adorned fantastically to express the balanced genders inside of me. I've spent a lot of time in thought. Most of my adult life. Imagination, the safest of places I can create a world I like. But I've neglected this realm. And all of you. This world needs me, as every one of you. See, each of us is a creator. You think you can't change the world? Check back at me later. From the moment you became, whether or not you wake, this world is changed. Can you see what's at stake? Everything, all of it. We are the revolution and we are the fall of it. We're humans, like crazy smart monkeys. We've learned to paint and fly and blow shit up. We found mathematical formulae that never stop. But we're also spirit and God, beings of pure light, grasping still at the idea of wrong and right, always divided by the separation of two polaric ideals. We're always both. Por qué no los dos? Believe me when I say it's always balance. And that balance isn't some place that you can get to and stop. Nope. Balance is a fucking tightrope you walk. And you can only get better if you go. It's constant, intentional movement to counterbalance life's pull and keep you in the flow. And I fucking know. I've got this ear for wisdom I hear everywhere I go. Equally a part of my mind as it is a part of my soul. No arrogance here. I remember when I rebuilt my ego. Brought it into my heart space, called it an amigo. With acceptance and love, I changed it from an enemy to a piece of me. No more battles, it works for me. Feeding me, holding me, but never between you and me. See, there's no intimidation necessary. I've worked hard on a non-threatening image and aura. Employed them well as a keen observer. Now I transcend a conscientious objector. Pad and pen become what I'm made for. I am a creator. And it's time to change the world. And I think I've got it where to start. Too obvious to spot it until speaking from heart, it's me. The artist, the art, the ending, the start. There's only one thing I can control, and that's the I that lives in both, sees parts and wholes, who changes the world with every breath. And I want to face my own death and say I'm ready. That I walked to this world. That I honored my inner girl and became a man. Between Captain Hook and Peter Pan, let my thoughts script words and let those be medicine. A medicine man. To heal the people. To hold a hand that laments. Remind them that their ideas are worth more than cents. Because cents were just pence. And before that some other currency to befuddle me, 6,000 years hence? The legacy of our thoughts. reaches back through the dark to the moment of creation. And not one with heaven and sin. I'm above any myth that says I need salvation. I'm more in tune with God than any man whose neck is wrapped in cloth because I'm a creator. And if on my palette I had a spot of time, the whole spectrum of physics, evolution is my brush and all space is my limit, I might paint something like what you see here. A unique race trying to rise above fear. I paint challenges and heartbreak, leave room for failure and mistakes. Give my creation a chance to rise up and live beside me. Because creation comes from inside me, the part of me that is unity. We all draw from that same source, but it's colored with our perspective. When you create, you find your message. I find I need to refine mine because I've got so many. Or at least get some of the shit down, because if I died tomorrow, I wouldn't be ready. Still don't have my shit together, there's no trajectory. I'm still into bad habits and disposable cups. Still participating in this bullshit society. Been too scattered to leave a legacy, and I've got books inside me. I've been in love with this world for so long, but I can't commit. Today I burn my journals where I write about girls and fantasy. Give my life now to poetry. Let it pour from me, page to page, enlist gentility to rage. Happily walk the path of the fool to attain the wisdom of sage. I'll play your emotions and stir hearts. Call me fair weather, I live as a bard. Can I fight justice with inflammatory writ? Well, honestly, I'm not the first to try it. Well, fuck it. Each snowflake is equally responsible for the avalanche. I'm picking my side, love and light, no bullshit. Didn't know where to start, but now I can't stop. When I'm speaking from heart, I tend to ramble a lot. I am my own creation. What a marvelous sensation. Basking, let it flow through me. I want to better know my waking kundalini. See past the edges of this reality and share my experience through slam. Because you know what I am? I'm a creator.